Craft Academy. I'm loving this. It's like going to night school, but not having to pay for it. Like a masterclass.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
From Louisa.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Jewellery making is something I know an awful lot of you are passionate about and want to do, but maybe are a little bit wary of because it seems quite industrial. It seems quite tool related. Not with this technique. This clay is fantastically malleable, it's fantastically workable. All you need is an oven, we've all got one of those, not a microwave oven, a standard gas or electric oven is all you need. A bit of Fimo Clay and the moulds, and then you can be making gorgeous jewellery just like this. And we're going to move on and talk more about making bracelets now. We've shown beautiful necklaces, gorgeous earrings, that fantastic headband and the ring as well. But something like this is almost like a twist on the friendship bracelet, isn't it, Louisa?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I'd be very happy to get one of those as a gift, you know. I feel, yeah, you're really my good friend if you gave me that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Now, again, we're using the floral mould, as we showed you earlier on. But this is actually quite different, and this is like a, this could be leather. I don't think it is, but it could be.
Yeah, it's leather.
Oh, is it leather?
Yeah.
Oh, right. And you would attach it again, presumably, with glue, would you? Or, no, you've done it a different way on here.
Yes, that's a bail, and I've baked that.
So a little bit of Fimo to make a bail.
Yes, and when you bake the Fimo, it will fuse it together.
Brilliant, okay. And you can, of course, choose the colour and put a bit of mica on there as well. Turned into the pop star then for a minute. Okay, so how to make your very own friendship bracelet then?
Okay, so I've just rolled out my mother of pearl Fimo. You just cut out your shape, pop it on the mould. Now this is the hydrangea mould.
So this is a different one to the ones we were using before?
Yeah. Yes. So just pop it on and then you fold over and press down. Just give it a good press. And you can see. How about that? It's great, isn't it?
But the beauty of this is, it's like whenever you see square dies or whatever, it can be a square or it can be a diamond, depending on which way you actually anchor it onto the bracelet.
Now this is my favourite part. This is adding the mica powders. I'm going to put a little bit of the blue in the centre and the blue on the outside because I want to create a realistic floral effect. I do love blending the colours together.
And you put that on before you bake it, because actually it sets the mica powder when it's in the oven,
yes.
Is that right? So it won't come off? Or
yeah, you can see that one I've baked earlier today.
Love it. It gives almost like a pearlescent finish to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. So just a little bit of the lilac, we just brush that on. You can get quite creative as well, mixing and matching the different colours.
And micas are readily around, they're readily available, and they're not very expensive. And you need the tiniest amount. A little bit goes such a long way with mica. And again, if you're not happy with the shape of it, just kind of play with it a bit. Twist the petals up a little bit. Do with it what you will.
So I've made that. Now I'd like to create the bail at the back for to thread the leather through. I don't know if you can see on this one. So we need to create fixing so that it will hold the leather. So
you'd rather do that than have glue on a bracelet?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I've just got my Fimo. I'm just going to cut a rectangle shape.
It's so lovely to work with the Fimo, isn't it? The texture of it.
Yeah,
it's almost like
lovely.
icing sugar.
Yes. And I'll just pop that on.
So when that's baked, that will actually fuse to it?
Yes. Now I've got a little trick. I've got some foil. Because if I bake that as it is now, it might flatten out. I just want to make a little dome.
Oh, okay. It's like a little hat for it.
Yeah. It's very sweet. And to make sure that the gap remains between my my bail and the flower, I'm just going to roll a little sausage, shall we call it, and just pop it through. And that way, when I bake it, you'll still have the gap there.
But that's a technique they do with sugarcraft as well, isn't
yes.
it? Very often to put something underneath it so the actual icing keeps its shape. It's the same sort of thing, but with, of course, here oven-baked clay. Same sort of idea. So a little bit of tin foil in the oven. Half an hour later, you've then got a beautiful addition to your bracelet.
Okay, so this is the cherry blossom now. Just pop it on the mould, fold over and press down.
Look at that. Another perfect result. I love the fact that the actual the cutters come with the moulds because they're exactly the right size. So you don't put too much of the Fimo in at all.
Yes, and they're stainless steel as well, so they're quite strong and sturdy. So I'm just brushing the mica powder over.
Now, I know you've only put one on the friendship bracelet, but there's nothing stopping you putting loads.
No, you can put lots on, yeah.
So you could have your headband, your earrings, your bracelet all matching.
Yes.
All colour coordinated.
Okay, so I'll do exactly the same as I did for the hydrangea. Now I'm just going to take a strand of leather. You could use cord or whatever you wanted to. So I'm just going to thread it through where I baked the bail over the top. And you can see this one, I've attached a little bit of glue as well. If it comes off during baking, don't worry, just put a little bit of hot glue in there as well. Okay, so we've threaded that through. I'm just going to take some beads.
Are they beads that you've made yourself?
Oh yes. Would you like me to show you how to make them as well?
Because I suddenly thought, are they shop-bought beads or are they Fimo beads?
No, I've made them. Okay,
Right. So hang on a minute, the Fimo's going to a new level now.
Yeah, I've jumped a step, haven't I? Okay, so I just roll out the Fimo. I'll just make 2 similar sized beads. Just roll it into a...
So you could have a bead bracelet now, bead necklace, bead earrings.
Roll it into a circle.
I never thought of doing that.
And then you'll need to poke a wire through it.
Sure.
And I'm just going to pinch one from here.
Okay.
If that's all right.
A hair grip.
Yeah. So I'm just going to slide it through and just make your hole. And you'll just need to make the ball a little bit more round again, and then I'd bake that and all set.
And remember, the beads will not, the holes in the beads won't disappear. They won't kind of heal over or anything like that when they're in the oven. So now we've talked about flowers, but now Fimo can be for beaded jewellery as well. Brilliant. I didn't realise that until now.
So you can really get the matching colours for whatever outfits you want or the theme of the party. Okay. So now's the tricky bit. I've got my flower and the 2 beads on. I'm going to loop it around like that.
Now, I've often wondered how you've done this, because I'm pretty useless when it comes to knots and things, so...
Yeah.
No pressure.
I hope I get it right. So we take the long strand, thread it up through, bring it around, and then through the little loop there. And then pull it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy.
Yeah. Now, I can't do it the other side, so I have to flip it over, and I'm going to do it exactly the same way.
Okay.
So
Can we do it a bit slower so we can follow you doing it? Yeah.
So slide it through.
Yep.
And then through the hole. And then we'll just pull that.
Ah. I've always struggled with those sorts of bracelets and necklaces.
Well, it did take me a while.
But now you've shown me and everyone else how to do that. That's great.
Yeah. And the great thing about these bracelets is you
One
can...
size fits all.
Yeah, you can adjust. And if you're not happy with the size of it, you can always undo the knot and start again.
And you can trim it to size as well, can't you?
Yes. So I've just got some scissors.
Yep.
And I'm just going to cut that.
And there it is done.
Yeah.
And again, remember, you've got the beads made out of the Fimo as well, the flower made out of the Fimo, leather cord, friendship bracelet done. Hasn't cost an awful lot of money to make at all. Hasn't taken much time or indeed much effort. But you can put more beads on there, more flowers on there. So that's how to make a bracelet. And this is the step-by-step guide for you. as to what we've done in the last, 5 to 10 minutes making this bracelet. All you have to do, remember, is the first thing with all of the demonstrations we've shown you is to roll out the Fimo. So just a few mil thick, 2 or 3 mil should be fine. Use your cutter, whichever flower you actually want to cut out. Put the shape into the mould and then press down. Fold over the mould, press it down. The mica powder can be added as well to enhance the detail of the flower if you want it to be. You get a really, really realistic floral effect. Then step 4. Put the bail on the back of the flower, cut a strip of Fimo, place it on the back of the flower. It should then bond in the baking process, and then take some leather cord, cut it to the length you want, and then add it to it and knot it the way that Louisa showed you, that saved me an awful lot of hassle because I've been wondering how to do that because I've had a few bracelets in the past and the knots come undone. I didn't know how to do it again. So there we go, problem solved. It is the Craft Academy.